All right, welcome back to the bar, my BMORE Brew Crew friends. Tonight we are here with a brand new review, and with me I have got my neighbor James. He is joining us for his first review, and he is definitely a beer guy.
Absolutely.
Now, quick pop quiz. So, how long have we been neighbors now? Time flies.
Ooh, I was just thinking about this the other day, and but I'm not even sure what the time frame is now because it's.
I'll just hit you with it.
I'm gonna say 8 years.
It's exactly 8 years. 2015, October 2015. We've been neighbors for 8 years. All right. Well, so for James's first review, we're actually putting him through a little torture test because he is not a pumpkin guy, but we are going with the Schlafly Pumpkin Ale. Now, spoiler alert, I actually have already had this year, and it was fantastic. I want to say that this was probably my favorite pumpkin ale of the year, so I'm going to be giving it a good score, but James is not a pumpkin guy.
I'm always willing to be persuaded, so I'm coming in with an open mind and willing to give it a go.
Yep. All right. So this pale pumpkin ale is from the Schlafly Tap Room in Missouri. And it's got a beer advocate score of 93. And this was the number 10 ranked pumpkin ale of the entire season. So, yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty good beer. I thought it was excellent.
Do we know out of how many they ranked? Is this out of hundreds of beers?
There's thousands of reviews. Yes.
All right.
So their beer advocate score is 93, comes in an 8% alcohol by volume and a 16 IBU. So it's not going to be too bitter. It's nice and smooth. And but you got to be careful with 8%. It's a little bit high octane, but not too bad. So overall, I don't know. It's pumpkin. It's not like a really great label. I don't know. There's nothing too appealing about it. It's pretty basic, right?
It's very plain. It does at least describe exactly what it is. It's got a pumpkin on the front.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not like it doesn't stand out to you like pumpkin does. All right, on the label it says sweetness for a beer that tastes like pumpkin pie. Here's to the pumpkin season. All right, well, let's just dive right in.
It definitely doesn't look like a daring beer.
No, but it has a history, so supposedly this is one of the best pumpkin brews. All right, let's jump right in here. I'm going to pour myself on. Pretty decent color there.
Yeah, it's a nice amber.
Yeah,
that's
decent head, not too bad.
A little bit. Nice.
All right. So if you could see that there, that's got a decent color. It's decent head.
I'm liking the color. That's got a nice golden amber color to it. I'm definitely liking that.
All right, let's give it a little sniff test.
It smells like pumpkin.
Oh, it's heavy on the pumpkin. It's definitely heavy on the pumpkin. And I would say like there's notes of definitely like cinnamon and nutmeg. It literally smells like pumpkin pie. If you want to, it smells like pumpkin pie.
I think it said it was made with pumpkin spices. So, I would agree. Definitely pumpkin spices.
All right. Do you want to go for it here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Oh, that is so good. I love that beer. It says it was made from pounds of pumpkin, and I believe it. I mean, that pumpkin taste is strong up front and throughout.
I mean, if that was a little bit thicker, I might think that they had actually mixed up a pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
and
legit.
Put it in the glass.
If it was thicker, it could be like a porter. But it's so good. Like I'm a pumpkin pie guy. Now you're not a pumpkin beer person, so it's not your thing. Still,
it's fruit and beer for me. Like they should be a little bit separate. I think in general. So pumpkin, I'm kind of lumping the pumpkin.
Do you want me to finish it for you?
No, I'm pour it out.
Oh well. I'm sorry. I took it away from you.
Well, I'll save myself because I'm looking forward to one later. So
yeah. You've got some chili coming our way.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. But yes, so overall, it's got a great like amber dark color. Definitely notes of the heavy. It's pumpkin. If you want pumpkin pie in a beer, this is the beer for you. Let's see. Officially, like the hops, they use Marinka hops from California, and I'm not a big beer person. I don't know a ton about it, but hey, good hops, whatever.
Yeah.
But It's definitely not overly bitter, because bitter beers to me, like, they're hit or miss, but this one's not bitter. It's really smooth. I could drink a couple of these.
I'll tell you what, this is definitely the kind of beer that I could have one in a bar and enjoy.
Mhm.
Don't know if I could drink a 6-pack. This is like definitely a one and done for me.
One and done.
One and done. Don't need to necessarily go back. But
See, I love the pumpkin beers. I mean, yeah, I like to try a whole bunch of stuff when I go out, so I would not probably have more than one. I mean, I would love the one. If you offer me multiple, I would, but wherever I go, I'm a snobby drinker, and I like to drink a whole bunch of different stuff and try out new things. So I would definitely get multiple things to try them out. I wish you were a pumpkin guy, because we have so many other awesome pumpkin beers to review, but we'll save that for another day. I only put you through this torture once.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, so as a non-pumpkin guy, we have to give it a review. So,
And this is out of 5?
out of 5. That's what we do down here, out of 5. So I'm going to go on the count of 3. You know, I'll go first.
Okay.
And it's okay if your score's a little bit lower. Just be honest. It's cool. All right. So count of 3, 3, 2, 1. I'm going 4.5. 4.5, because I love this beer. That's a great score for me, 4.5. What are you going with?
Well, honestly, there's a lot to love about this beer. It's smooth. It's got a great amber color. It's actually, I really like ales. If it weren't for the pumpkin, it would definitely score higher.
If it wasn't for the pumpkin, it's a pumpkin ale. It literally says pumpkin ale.
But, novelty and just some great ale taste, I would say I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3 out of 5 for a guy that does not like pumpkin beer. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. But you said it's drinkable. So
it's definitely drinkable. Absolutely.
Excellent.
And honestly, it's actually got, I really like, it's nice and smooth. It's got a great ale flavor to it.
Fantastic. I'll totally take a 3. I'm giving it a 4.5. So overall, I think if you like pumpkin ale, you'll definitely want to pick up some of the Schlafly pumpkin ale. You can't go wrong with it, unless you're a non-pumpkin ale drinker. All right. Well, thank you for watching the review. It has been our pleasure. Can't wait to see you for future beer reviews. We would love if you'd like and subscribe to the BMORE Brew Crew channel. And until next time, from the bar, aloha, everybody.